Defense systems online. All systems nominal.
Before we start tonight's session, I don't have much to say. It seems like Bucky is going to take a small break from us, so I'm going to write his character out of the campaign in a tasteful way. Don't worry.
Bucky has been shot. It is okay.
Don't actually say that because two of us here are his real friends, and if you say that without us knowing, we might get a bit worried. No, Bucky said that he wants to spend some time with spend some time in real life. I told him that's all good. I'll keep his character out of the campaign for now. So,
That's multitasking.
Other than that, tonight might be a bit challenging, but I will try not. I'm not gonna try to nerf the fight, but like if it's going to look like it's gonna end in a TPK, then I might nerf a little bit, but not too much. I don't want to kill you all in the third session of the campaign.
Laser rounds initially do nothing. By the time Al realizes that I'm about to die, yeah, you blow a big hole in his chest.
Oh
Yay.
man! The nuke he was magically carrying on his back somehow goes off without you guys realizing.
It's it's the same thing with with regular grenades in video games. All you have to do is stand behind something and you're fine.
Nuclear launch detected.
Yeah. You see a sniper like 3 blocks away with a laser pointed on him. A giant reticle opens up beneath him. We have the initiative down. Oh wait, I never got an initiative 4. Yeah, so I wait, why is that not on the turn roll?
What a name. Cybermaster.
Listen,
The name for sure.
Listen.
We know we're fucked now.
There's dungeon masters, there's game masters. Why not, something unique for the cyber mess? Listen, the last campaign I was called the Space Master, so it makes sense. Oh dear. Last time we ended on your turn, Adam. So I will say that before he gets to his action, we're going to go through the entire roster, starting with you, Adam.
Okay.
So, you would, the 3 of you in the back lines over there, you would have seen as like this humanoid like begins to rise above a container. It's tall enough, this container he's on, that you can actually all 3 see him. As he starts like revving up this like handheld minigun in his hand, he like the last session we already like, you fuckers are gonna die. Adam, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
So
That's just killing me.
we don't necessarily have line of sight of that anyway. These cargo containers are they stacked or are they only one high?
The ones that you like, the ones nearby you guys, most of these are one high. The one he's in is two containers stacked on each other. Hence why he's more visible to everyone around.
Okay, could you say I'd be able to jump on top of one of these containers as a monk? I mean, I don't have it. I have a decent acrobatics or athletics, whichever.
I believe.
What?
You could, if you want to, using like an action to actually climb up. Yeah, you could do that. Because I believe your movement would carry you almost there.
Yeah, then I'll use an action to jump on top of the crate. I just want a higher vantage. This guy sounds like No joke.
Oh, just the one right there. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to use all of your containers are about 10 feet tall, so I'll say that you getting up on that will take 20 of your movement, so you have 10 feet left of movement without using a bonus action to dash. I mean, not a bonus action, but an action to dash.
Well, I'll just use this turn to reposition because I have no way to like buff anybody.
Okay.
That'll
Do you
be-
want to use your bonus action to move, or are you going to hold action?
I'll hold right there.
Okay, what's going to be the trigger for your action?
Him being overwhelmed.
Okay.
If it looks like if I guess I don't have a specific trigger. I'm not sure.
So, I mean, like, if you have a ranged weapon, it would just be, like, if you move, like, think of this as you in XCOM setting Overwatch. Like, you can choose the trigger for if he gets into range of your attack, if he starts moving, if you have a ranged attack, you can use it, anything like that.
If he enters line of sight,
I don't have any range capabilities, so I'll just hold for my next action. My next
Okay.
turn.
Okay. With that, it is you, Harlow.
All right. So the only one we have to deal with is the one in the locker. In the
Yeah,
storage
the only enemy left conscious, I should say, that's not surrendered is the guy up there. Yeah.
I'm gonna move there, and obviously I can't see them yet. I should say I used my action to pick up my pistol from the ground. And then I move there. And then I will kind of get both my pistols up and ready.
Okay.
And that will be my turn for now.
Are you gonna hold action to shoot if he gets, like, if he...
Well, I used like a whatever action would be to pick up my gun, and now I'm basically setting an Overwatch. Yeah. As soon as something that I don't recognize enters line of sight, I'm probably going to shoot it.
Okay. Chowdinius, it is your turn. You like, with your little camera feed set up from last session, you can tell that this guy has, like, risen up from these containers. You would see in one hand he's carrying, like, a heavy hammer that's charging with electricity, and the other hand he has a minigun. You would also,
Jesus Christ,
in front of you, it's not like a full-size minigun. Like, this is like, think of it like the automatic.
We're fighting a mini Terminator. Like,
I mean, it's not a bad way to put it, but kind of. But Chowdinius, you also see in front of you, like, as soon as this guy entered the arena, more or less, like, network activity increased tenfold around you.
Oh snap! Power level over 9,000.
Power level over 90, but not 9,000.
Okay.
Don't worry, it can still put a bullet through you.
Yeah.
If you don't count the decimal, then it would be over 9,000.
Can I investigate, like, maybe if he's got any, like, stuff I can hack on him? Is that something I can
Yeah,
do?
go ahead and roll me an investigation and add your intelligence bonus onto that as well. If you need me to, I can look up your intelligence bonus.
Yeah, if you could tell me where to look, I could tell
You know where your stats are?
Skills.
At the top of your page,
Attributes?
at the top of your page, there should be strength, dexterity, constitution, and intelligence. There should be a plus number in your intelligence.
plus 3.
Yeah, so just
Yes, that's a bonus.
So just click on your investigation, and then I'll add a +3 mentally.
Okay.
Oh, and I realized what I forgot to do.
Everybody go back home.
You don't want this smoke.
Give me a second, Chowden. I'm gonna send you a message. Yes.
Thou dost not want this smoke, knave. Return now.
There's that extension can add on to Chrome or Firefox. I forgot to do that last week, and I'm just being dumb.
What did you do?
I sent you Beyond 20.
Oh, okay.
I kept forgetting to get to that last week, and every time I remembered, I just kept spacing.
Gosh, why don't you just immediately know what we're talking about? Not very
Fired.
very cringe.
You're fired.
But with a 25 total, you as soon as you begin looking into the network activity, you realize that there's decrypting through like the weird subroutines. You can either like stun his implants for a turn, disable his either of his weapons, or you could try and deal shock damage to him as well.
Okay, so is the disable weapons for a turn?
It would be for 1d4 turns, and it would only be one at a time.
One before turn? So like I would cast it and then he wouldn't be able to attack his next turn?
Yeah,
or, use his weapons.
He wouldn't be able to use that weapon for 1d4 turns, more or less.
Okay.
So you can either try to stun him, try to disable one of his weapons, or try to deal shock damage to him through his implants.
Yeah. Okay. Can I ask my teammates what they would suggest?
Yeah, you guys have a private comms network set up, so you could ask for input from them.
Yeah, so like so I can't save this attack, right? For like whenever you guys are about to hit him, I want to cast it, so it's like he's immobile, not immobile. But
I'll say that you can delay the hack so that it happens when he tries to use, like, if you're trying to disable his weapon, you can save the hack so that whenever he tries to use it or switch it on, it will just turn off.
Okay. Cool.
There is the concept of combining turn actions. So let's just say I wanted to do something with Vincent. I could be like, I would like to do this, but I would like to wait till it's Vincent's turn to do it. Like, that is...
Yeah, you could...
If the DM is super cool, that is something you can do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I allow that, as well as, like, if you want to set the... Especially for you, since you specialize in hacking, if you want to set it up where... this will go off whenever he tries to use it, or whenever he's trying to run away, you can stun it. Something like that.
Okay, I get it. So, out of all of us, only Adam has hit so far, right? Besides me. Health check.
I got hit. I just got healed because Adam is a ace.
Yeah, I've taken a little bit of damage. It's superficial though.
Talon, have you been hit yet or no?
No.
So yeah, other than you and Adam, you haven't taken any damage?
I've taken 5 HP.
So other than
I
you
took
and Adam,
damage. Adam's just dope.
You, Adam, and Harlow have taken damage. Harlow's kind of on the up and up.
I'm fully healed. That's the beauty of it.
Okay, well, I wanna do this. Disable his weapon. Let's go with the minigun. If guy attacks Adam, because he's kind of open up there on the
Okay,
shipping container.
got it. Yeah.
And then, what's up?
I'm going to have you roll for how effective your hack is going to be. So,
Okay.
I'll allow you, if you want to, instead of having to make a roll for it, a guaranteed success if you want to use one of your infuse items slots.
No, I'll roll for it.
Okay. I believe it's intelligence for your... So it's just a straight intelligence check. So, go ahead and roll me a 1d20 with your intelligence, or if you just want to click the intelligence button at the top of your character sheet. $18. Okay, yeah, that works. Go ahead and roll me a 1d4 to see how many turns his minigun won't work once you hack it.
1d4.
Yeah, 1d4. Oh, cool. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you set your hack in place and you give it the parameters before pulling out of the system. That counts as your turn. I don't believe you have any bonus actions.
I can't move.
You can still move, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
Since you spent your turn hacking, you can't really do any actions, but you can still move, yeah.
I'll move behind this some cover right here,
Okay.
and then probably end my turn.
Got it. It's
I'm
up to
gonna
you,
run
buddy.
like a little biatch. I'm over there back with my squad a little bit because I'm intimidated. We don't have anything to do. Guess I could attack him, but
I mean, you always have your
Chances.
pistol or your throwing daggers if you want.
do I have line of sight on him right there? Could
Yeah,
I shoot him?
he's on top of two containers stacked up. So yeah, he's visible to everyone right now.
All right, well, I guess I'll take the first shot at him with the pistol.
Go ahead. $22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me. 9 damage. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you deal the first blow to this guy. As you shoot him, like you see like a small shimmer around him as the bullet travels through and then hits his chest, and like he kind of shudders back before you see him like begin rotating his minigun. Oh wait, no, it's still your turn. You can still make if you want to, you can still throw a dagger at him as well.
Hold on to my daggers for now.
Okay, you want to just end your turn then?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, as you shoot him and you watch the bullet hit him and he like shudders back a little bit before raising his gun arm and begins pulling the trigger. You would all watch as the barrels begin to spin rapidly before you just hear the small explosion of a motor as it begins to wind down. The barrels come to a stop, and he just piece of fucking shit throws it to the ground. He is, however, with his attack action done, he is, however, going to move to the edge before jumping down the 20 feet onto the ground, landing with the impact, and then he just brings his hammer up into both hands. As he grabs it with both hands, it begins to ignite. The end of it begins to like glow a bright red as like arcs of electricity begin to flare off of it. Harlow's, he's locking eyes with you.
Oh, me? Moi? Did I
Only
get
for
your line of sight?
only for give me a second. Only for a moment, like glancing to Ike, who just shot him, before looking back to you. You were
That sounds
holding,
like you entered line of sight.
yes, he. I was going to say he now procs your attack. Go ahead and roll that damage for me.
Sorry, give me just 1 second.
Yep.
My computer is being slow. Here we go. Beyond did not want to load my stuff. Do I get both of my shots or just one?
You get you'll only get the one for the held action.
Okay.
I believe a 16 hits. A 16 it meets it beats. Go ahead and roll damage on that one. 18 points.
Blah!
All right, yeah. As he lands in front of you, looks at Ike who just shot him, and as he looks back at you, he's met with this red laser as it blasts into his face. He barely has enough time to turn his head to let his combat helmet take a like you can see as he turns his head, the back of his head is like complete metal with a few wires. As you shoot, it like pierces the metal and you begin to see it melt through. It is now your turn, Harlow.
Hope that hurt. Ooh. Ooh.
A 9
Oh, no.
a 9 misses, but a 21 hits.
Okay. For a second I thought I rolled a 1, but I rolled a 2. And then oh shit, we haven't rested yet. I can't axe surge again. Blap, miss Blap. And then direct hit Blap. He is catching this smoke.
He is quite caught up in the smoke, and I was worried he might cause a TBK. I might need to buff him up a bit.
You just underestimated the sheer amount of fuck you that I can put out.
We were telling him he didn't want the smoke, but he didn't listen.
Yeah, we were telling him. He knew what he was getting into.
Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Cry. No, actually, I think I will reposition myself and half cover behind this.
Harlow begins to sob as he runs behind the container.
You made fun of me, no!
I didn't kill him.
When did you just die?
Is there anything else you can do on your turn?
No.
All
I
right.
have not used up any grit yet, so.
Chaldinius, your hack was successful. You saw him throw down his like just glancing out, like peeking out behind the corner of this container. You saw him like throw down his minigun and grab his hammer with both hands. It's back on you now as your team has began doing damage to this man.
Okay. Can I shoot? Can I like peek out the corner and shoot?
Yeah, you can shoot.
Okay. I want to just go ahead and try to lay out some damage on him with my pistol.
Got it. Go ahead and make me that attack roll.
Am I just supposed to?
There should be a +5 next to your pistol automatic. Just click on that and it should roll automatically.
Oh, okay. Inventory. Maybe.
No, go to action on your main action page.
Oh, got it. Sorry, guys.
No, it's perfectly fine.
We're all learning.
Okay, so just the +5.
Yeah, just the +5. Yeah. Unfortunately, a 10 misses. You do
Oof.
since it's a new session, you do have inspiration if you want to use that to make that a reroll.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll that again for me.
Horrible.
Oh,
Oh
come on.
no! I think I found a brother and kin whose rolls are sometimes not so hot. As you let off a burst with your Tech 9, you see the bullets like kind of splash the ground around him, but because of the distortions from these arcs of electricity coming off of his hammer, it's kind of hard to aim. So
And I'm
you
really
try to
hot.
shoot best where he is, but you know, you also kind of blazed it on the way here. Maybe that's starting to take a little bit of effect, you know.
Or it's wearing off.
Oh, that's
I gotta
true.
blaze
Yeah,
more.
you might need to inject yourself with a few more marijuanas.
Yeah.
You do have a dagger that you can throw since you have 2 weapon fight.
All right. Do I still do the range for that?
Let's see. I believe
It's not necessarily melee.
that would be at disadvantage. So roll dagger for me twice, and then yeah, it would be a ranged attack.
Yeah. Let's throw the dagger.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Since it's a bit further than you usually throw daggers, go ahead and roll that for me twice, and we're gonna take the lower option. Oh, I mean, your bonus for both of them is the same, but I'm assuming you're not throwing your pistol here.
Yeah. Was I supposed to roll the pistol or the range? Or that's what I was asking.
No. The melee weapon, you just press the press 5 on that. But the
I'm
bonus.
sorry, guys.
No, the bonus is the same on both of them, so both of those would have hit anyways. But the 1d4 plus 3, click that for me as you sink your dagger into it. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you did max damage on that. Nice. As you like miss with your first burst of your pistol, you like take your dagger out, sling it across. Are you like Captain America, like arcing this, or are you just like direct throw at him?
Direct.
Okay. Your Call of Duty montage goes up as of knife throws. As you like throw this dagger at him. Maybe you didn't account for the arc, but it got pretty decent of a throw. It just lands like in his like in one of his collarbones. It still sinks in, and you see blood begin to pour down this guy's chest. As that happens, you begin to see everyone will begin to see as like these 6 pistons, like they almost look like pistons of an engine, begin to like eject from his arm, glowing with this red liquid. Chaldinius,
Yummy.
is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah. I just
wait.
wanna. What's up?
Oh, you can go ahead and move, but you use a bonus action, so there's not much else you can do.
I'll just stay here.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be good for me.
Ike, this guy is getting lit up by your squad.
Hang on now. Did you skip Adam?
No, Adam's next.
Oh, okay.
The first turn was more or less your guys' like free action as he was coming up, and now it's actually the proper turn order.
Gotcha.
Preemptive turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that shot. A 13 unfortunately misses. You also have your inspiration if you would like to reuse that. If you'd like to use that to reroll.
Sure, we'll do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll that shot again for me. A 20 hits, 11 damage. Nice. Yeah, you see, as you guys are like lighting him up more or less, like he's getting riddled with bullets and throwing knives at this point. His gun is still smoking, like his rotary laser gun is still smoking next to him as like he landed in front of the container, and now he's basically backed up into the container as he's getting lit up. For your you could still,
I can still throw my dagger, right?
yeah, you can still throw your dagger at him.
Well, let's see what it does. No.
You throw your dagger thinking you're gonna look as cool as Chaldinius, but you use too much, like it, maybe the draw was just too quick, or you forgot that this thing was drenched in blood and it kind of just slips out of your hand and doesn't quite hit him, who lands like right in front of him, just clinking off of the concrete. With that, I believe that is the end of your turn. Would you like to move anywhere?
We're just gonna sort of move back up here.
Okay. Adam.
Nice. Use a teammate as cover.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
how you do it.
Adam, your squad has been lighting this guy up in the last 6 seconds. You're overhead of him now.
Yep. This is my opportunity to get in close. I'm gonna have to run to the end of the container, and then I'm gonna take a leap to basically land right into him and just send a haymaker his way.
Go ahead and give me that attack roll, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unnatural 1. Yeah.
I don't want to keep harping this, but you do have that inspiration if you want to reroll.
We're not gonna burn our inspiration. It's fine.
Okay.
What does this critical failure do to me? What?
Let's roll the magic critical failure table, everyone. Yeah. Okay, a 10. It doesn't affect you in any way. You just missed your attack.
All right. And immediately after, since I'm in the clear, I can do a flurry of blows as well.
As long as you don't critical failure those. Go ahead and you just have to spend a key point for those, and then you get to roll the attack, right?
Yep, and it's two extra strikes.
Okay, go ahead and
So-
make me those 2 extra punches.
First punch, oh my god, is a 6.
A 6 misses.
17?
A 17 does hit.
Okay, thank goodness. For 5 damage.
5 punching damage.
Yay!
So yeah, you
Doing something.
you land. Oh wait. Oh no. Oopsie. I took that out of the wrong character sheet. Yeah, as you land, like you go for that first haymaker, and he just kind of like, as he's getting riddled with bullets, you're going for this punch, and he kind of just naturally dodges as he's getting riddled with bullets. The second punch, he's more focused on you now that you're a threat to his face. And he kind of, he barely dodges out of that one. And then your third one just barely connects as you hit him right in the guts. And you can feel, like, squish as you punch into him. This guy is looking very badly damaged. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I can't do anything else. I shall end my turn.
As his turn commences, these 6 injectors that like ejected out of his arms begin to glow like a bright red. The liquid almost becomes from this. The liquid inside of these injectors almost looks like it's beginning to melt down into like a gas, and then they all 6 at the same time inject into him. As you, Adam, being right in front of him, would see like his wounds begin to close up as he regains a massive amount of hit points. We're going to roll 2d20s to see how many he regains as he uses his legendary action of Psychostim Injection. I had to make them sound cool, so I called them Psychostims, but they're really just like super modified healing potions. But Psychostim sounds better, right?
It does.
It implies it sends him into a painless rage.
Man, he regained a whole lot of hit points from that.
Nice. I'm out of key points now too.
I'm gonna roll for a side effect here.
Monty, you're muted.
Did that just undo all the damage I did?
Yeah.
We did?
No, he's still massively beat up. But he looked like you, Harlow, you peeking out from the containers would see as his wounds on his chest and like the knife begins to like be forced out as his wounds are closing.
That won't unfuck up your face.
Unfortunately, the psycho part of the stim does not react. So maybe he's just been getting too high off the zone supply.
Could be true.
As this happens, he begins to like fully turn towards you as he's going to lift up his hammer and make an attack on you, Adam. I'm sorry. I tried to make this not too bad. Adam, does a 27 hit?
A +9 to hit? Of course it's gonna hit.
I just wanted to see if your plot armor was up to speed. If you would like, you can use your inspiration to make him reroll.
No.
But,
No, I'm not gonna use my inspiration to make you feel less bad about your broken weapon.
It's not the broken weapon, it's the broken character.
Hit me already.
It's gonna
Stop
say
trying
slash.
to hit me and hit me.
It's going to say slashing, it's not slashing. Adam, you are hit
All
for
right.
10 points of damage as... Oh, wait a second. 10 points. Adam, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw as well.
Okay. For... Is it
As
any
you-
kind of organic reason?
As you feel an oversurging of electricity entering your body as he hits
God
you with it.
damn it. Yeah.
His Constitution...
Oh wait,
or-
no, that's not a save. That was just the normal, but it's fine. It works.
Is your Constitution save bonus the same?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, yeah. As you feel like all this like electricity flowing into you as he smashes his hammer down right into your torso, you begin like... I'm assuming that you're like, even though your face is formless, you still have like compartmentalized like body panels, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming as the surge of electricity enters your body, like these panels are opening up and letting arcs of electricity out of them, so it's not affecting.
Okay.
That's just the way I'm flavoring it, but as you pass the Constitution, you let the you're somehow grounding yourself and the electricity is just not affecting your body.
Yeah, it's those same circuits that light up when I'm using my key, light up with this like unstable crackling as it's trying to compensate for the energy.
As his bonus action, he is also going to use Second Wind. As As he steps back from you for a second after his strike, he's like breathing heavily, and he's like, "You fuckers don't have it in you, do ya? Let me kill ya! Let me kill ya!" As you see more of his, like, you're assuming that more of his wounds are closing in front of you.
It's only gonna last so long. You only have one of those. So wait, with the electricity, did I not take the 9 damage, or did I not take extra damage?
You took the
Or the 10 damage.
You took the 10 damage. You did not take extra damage.
Okay, cool. All right.
Harlow, we're back at the players' round. What would you like to do?
He's not grappled in with Adam, right?
No, at this point it looks like they're like having like a Street Fighter battle where they're just trading blows.
Not yet, at least.
I am going to shoot him again.
Go ahead and make me those rolls. Ooh. The 20 hits.
I did not mean for those second. Actually, you know what? Wait. No, I can't accent surge. Nope. Yeah, I didn't mean for those.
If you want to, I know there's a little bit of home brewing, but this is also from another game system. I will allow you to use your inspiration to regenerate one use of action surge if you would like.
Not sure. And then I'll take those other 2 rolls, 17 and 19.
Go ahead and roll those damages for me on those as well.
$17, $15, $10.
Damn.
Ignore the 12.
Why do you keep rolling extra?
It's a delayed response when I click it.
Well, just wait a second.
I'm impatient.
I know I'm an impatient bastard. I'm sorry.
As you begin spraying your laser pistols into him, just rapid firing into him, all that healing that just happened, you're now singeing that damage right back into him. Is there anything else you can do with your turn, buddy?
There is not. I am going to push myself back into cover.
Got it. Chaldinius, this guy once more looks pretty beat up.
Yeah, I want to shoot him with my pistol.
Go ahead and make that roll for me, please.
Dang.
A 13 just barely misses.
Okay, I want to throw my dagger. Oh wait, I don't have a dagger. I threw it.
Do you have a second dagger or just the one?
I have that one, but remember I was talking to you about infusing the weapons and stuff when at times at rest.
Yeah.
You haven't rested yet.
Oh, okay. I thought
between the last battle and this battle, you haven't infused any items yet.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Am I allowed to hack him again, or is it just like a one-time?
You can use a bonus act. You can use your bonus action to quick hack into him. It won't be as powerful, but you can try to disable something on him. Roll me an intelligence. No, roll me an investigation check once more, please. A 12. This time you're seeing that his defenses, now that he's thrown his laser gun to the side, his systems are compensating for that by like kind of protecting other subsystems. You can disable the only options that you have are you can try and deal electricity damage to him. It'll be low, or you can try and disable one of his healing subsystems.
Let's go with the subsystems.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an intelligence check like before.
A what check? Sorry, you cut out there.
Intelligence check like before.
Oof.
All right.
Not your sharpest moment.
You're. I mean, like it was kind of a sloppy hack to begin with. Wait, did it not?
Well, it
Okay.
wasn't the best circumstance hack.
Overall, though, still, you've still affected the system enough that it's now like you've tried to hack into the subroutine, and eventually you found the malignant code. Inserting some of your like own buffering code into it, you've disabled his legendary action for 2 more rounds. He won't be able to use Psycho Stitch. That.
I think
Do you
that's
want-
gonna end my turn.
Do you want to move anywhere or not really?
Nah.
Okay. Ike, this guy gets knocked down, but he gets up again. You're never going to keep him down. What would you like to do?
Never.
I
gonna
can,
keep it down.
shoot around Harlow, right?
Yeah, you could shoot. Yeah. Each of these
Don't
squares
worry
is
about it.
5 feet, so unless Harlow somehow gained like a ton of weight in the last 6 seconds, you'll be fine.
Guys,
Um,
I just ate
Crystal
12
Summit.
bags of Burger King.
yeah. Oh, I'm wrong. These extra big Walters are so good. Oh.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
I'm gonna try and throw my dagger, my
Okay.
last dagger I have.
Yeah, go ahead and throw that second dagger at him.
Oh come on!
Oh no! As you
Hey,
guys,
my ear!
oh my goodness, that was loud.
I'm sorry.
As you guys have been laying into him, his subroutines are beginning to like creep in, and your Adam, right in front of, since you're right in front of him, you would see the shimmering. And now that he's getting more and more damage, like his systems are beginning to recompensate in the systems that are left over. And just in time, like you see the dagger would have hit, but it just barely glances off of this energy and like falls to the floor. Ike, is there any moving you'd like to do?
No, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. That'll end my turn.
Give me 1 second.
Don't
brought
worry,
up-
Chowdinius, you're not the only one with bad rolls tonight.
I love making sense to the DM.
Yeah, no, that does make perfect sense. So, Adam has brought up a good point here. Since he's a robot and his key points are influenced on how much energy is in his internal battery, the electricity flowing through him from the hammer would have also, as he's like ejecting the excess, it would have refueled some of his, refueled his energy core. So yes, you will have 1 key point back.
Yes.
You're lucky I'm a happy-go-lucky GM.
The rule of cool
But,
is so nice.
But I'll keep this in mind. Oh man, this guy has water damaging hammer. Oh, who would have thought? Oh no, your parts are rusting. Oops, you better get those repaired.
Good thing I packed some extra oil with me. I'll get the extra hydrophobic stuff.
Ike, was there any? You said you didn't want to move.
No, I'm good.
Okay, Adam. Every time that you guys exchange blows, like the rest of your party is just laying into him. It is your turn.
Is that hammer two-handed?
Yes.
Okay. I will then try to tear it out of his hands.
How are you gonna do this?
With his
Well,
big hand.
if it's a two-handed hammer, he's probably got somewhat of a wide grip on it. So I can just lunge and try to grab the shaft of the hammer within his grip And then, since I'm pretty big, I could kick out and fully extend my body in a kick and try to rip it out of his grip.
So
Plus
are you
he's got all
going?
that extra power flowing through him right now.
Are you going for more of a like momentum based movement, or are you trying to go for like
A leverage.
pure force, like just try and force this out of his hand using your strength?
Yeah, it is a bit of a force and leverage thing. I'm just using like I'm made out of metal and I've got a pretty long reach.
What is your
considering my leg?
Okay, I will pose it to you as this. We're going to make opposing strength checks. You can use either your strength or your dexterity, whichever is better. Your roll will have to beat him to disarm him.
It's oh, here we go. A dirty 20.
Oh no!
Yes! I just get up close to him, grab the hammer, say, "This is mine now," and then rip kick.
Get this smoke.
You look into his eyes, put a hat on, and go, "Hey, I am the captain now." As you would all see, as this hammer is ripped from his grip. See, I rhymed there. As it's ripped from his grip, the electricity that was in it begins to dissipate, like almost immediately. There's like a small, like, I don't want to say shockwave, but like there's an ionization of the air around it. I will count that as your main action. You can still use your key points if you want to try and lay into it.
I don't think I can use my key for. I can't use that hammer as if for the flurry of blows.
You were just but you were just trying to rip it out of his hand, right? Like you weren't trying to equip it yourself, right?
Yeah, but also I was gonna be a little like edgy with it.
Edgy how?
Oh, it's like I rip it out of his hands and then swing towards his head against the shipping container. If I land a good hit, it might...
I will say this. If you're willing to spend a key point, I will allow you to roll with this hammer.
All right, fine.
Give me a second. I need to. What is your strength bonus? +4?
2.
+2? Okay. Roll me a 1d20 with your +2.
Okay, I'm just gonna do it in roll 20. 15.
As you try to, as you rip the hammer out of his hands and you try to swing it towards him, he's just, you don't know where the triggers are to emit the electricity from the handle. As you swing it towards him, just barely in time, he raises his hand, and you would see his entire forearm begin to veins begin to bulge as his forearm seems to get bigger as he grips the hammer right before it hits his face and stops it in its place. I will count this as a grappling check on his end against your attack score. If you you will need to use a bonus action next turn, or if you still have a bonus action this turn, to try and rip it away using your strength to get free of this grapple that he's in.
No, I don't have a bonus action. I don't think.
Did you use bonus action for your key, or?
Yeah, the key is technically a bonus action, isn't it?
Okay. So next turn, if you want to use your bonus action before actually moving, you can try and make an opposing strength check to rip the hammer free of its grip.
I just hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't yank it out of my hands before my next turn.
Well, interesting you should say that, because as it falls onto his turn, Adam, I would like you to make a strength check as he tries to pull this hammer free from your grasp.
That didn't even roll. It spawned on 11 and just spun in a circle. All right, fine. 13. That's fair.
You do have that inspiration still.
No, it's not. It's not time yet.
You do. You know. If you want to use it, it's still there. I'm just saying. As soon as he grips onto this hammer, you watch like as the rippling veins in his forearm begin to like thin out, as the veins in the rest of his arm begin to like, his grip begins to tighten, and he almost cracks the head of the hammer as he rips it free from your grasp. He is going to use his bonus action to re-equip it. As he does, you see it once more. Like he almost like slams it down into the ground, causing a small crater around the head as electricity once more begins to arc from it. That you could get free from me, eh, fucker? Not gonna go down like that. With that, he's still locked head to head with you. Harlow, it is your turn.
And all I did was waste his time.
What would you like to do, Harlow?
I'm going to shoot him again.
Go ahead and make me those attack rolls. Oh,
20 and 16.
the 20 hits, the 16 just barely makes it. Go ahead and roll me damage for both of those, please.
13 and 9.
Ooh.
Get down, give up, or die already.
Oh man, you are loud.
I
God,
have to
dude,
turn
you're
myself
really
down.
loud.
I'll turn my stuff down. I'm sorry.
I had you all even.
You just need to take. You just need to take your mic out of your mouth, man.
we don't have to deep throat our mics to talk into them.
Oh, I thought that's how they work, though.
That's how you get tonsillitis.
Look, I had to learn from something.
Ooh. You know what? Just because I want this to go on a bit more. As you knock him to a quarter of his maximum, Harlow, you see this up close as electricity begins to course through the handle of his hammer. He is going to use his legendary action to move this turn.
Oh, excuse that.
How dare you?
He already had a legendary action. Wait a second.
He had one,
No, okay.
and that one was disabled, but this one was not.
He's just trying to get away from me.
Yeah,
This guy-
having like, to be fair, this guy has had the most damage done to him by this gunner. So as this electricity begins to like flow through his arms and then down his torso into his legs, you would see his pants this guy has like a full like armored suit on. It's beginning to burn away from all the laser hits, and now his armored pants are beginning to burn as well. I mean, everyone will be able to see that this guy has an exoskeleton, more or less like grafted skin tight onto it.
Gross.
As he sprints out of there and goes up to you, Harlow. He is going to make an attack against you. I'm sorry.
I'm not surprised.
You're not sorry.
Harlow does a 21 hit.
I don't know, Al. I'm fairly certain, though.
Don't get snippy with me, young man. Harlow, as he turns the corner right in front of your face, he swings his hammer down and like cracks you in the shoulder.
Banhammer! Oh my god, that's not good.
Are you
You
looking
want-
bad, Harlow?
You really want to know? You really want to know?
I would like to know.
I have 5 hit points.
Okay, so you're not in death saving throws.
Yeah,
No,
this
not
thing,
yet.
This thing can almost one shot like.
As
Hey,
he,
you know what? We're beating him down, so maybe I deserve it.
actually, wait a second, Harlow. Make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
Actually, I'm pretty good at that. 13.
a 13. You make it just barely. As you feel this electricity course through you, like I'm assuming that you see this like beginning to rust container next to you. Are you gonna ground yourself by grabbing onto this container?
I will.
As you begin to feel this electricity course through your body from the origination of its source on your shoulder, you see this container and you grip onto it, barely making it before your arm begins to spasm, clutching onto the container, and then you feel the electricity escape through you. As you have barely escaped past his shocking hammer. One could say
It
that
hurt.
revelation was shocking.
It hurt a lot.
But as this happens, everyone
I
in
met
this
God for a minute.
everyone in this area would see that this man is now breathing heavy. Blood is like not just like leaking out of him. It's like full on, like almost like milk coming out of a cow. Blood is just spewing out of his wounds at this point.
I really needed that.
Right in,
That
like,
was
you know,
odd.
maybe a little bit, like gets onto your face and you're like,
Yeah.
Ew.
No.
Spurt.
Y'all skeet.
Mm.
Chaldinius, this man is now much closer to you. It is your turn. Harlow just took a giant hit to the shoulder.
A big oof ensued.
There was a major
Okay.
oof.
But now-
well,
With his back
Okay,
turned
go
to
on.
you, you do get advantage on attack rolls against him.
all right.
that
Well,
you would-
let's go with the old faithful automatic pistol. It's been great to me today.
Okay, go ahead. Before that, can you click on your features and traits really quickly? I think that should link up your what do you call it?
Features and traits.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should make Beyond 20 work now, I believe. But go ahead and roll that attack roll for me, please. Oh. You
That's
can make
very good.
since you have advantage on him, since you're technically behind him, you can make one more attack on him.
Can I use it with the same weapon, or I gotta use?
Yeah,
it?
no. I mean, you get advantage, so you can roll the dice twice on it.
Ooh.
Okay, but the 24 still hit, so you've automatically hit him still. Go ahead and roll damage for me on that. Not the greatest amount of damage, but hey, better than nothing. As your bullets sink into his back, you're watching panels on the back of his armored suit like begin to open, and you're just shooting right into that. And you see, like, as you hit a few sensitive spots, you see him like shudder a little bit. Would you like to do any movement this turn?
Yeah, I think we're gonna hold position.
Okay. Ike,
Once again, we're gonna try for the pistol.
would you like to move and try to get a better vantage on him first?
Yeah, I'll move over here with him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that attack roll one more time, since you have advantage now that you're behind him.
He's still alive.
A 22 hit. Go ahead and roll me damage on that. Oh. I'm going to have him roll me.
Also, I get Colossal Slayer because he doesn't have. He's below his maximum HP.
Oh. Oh yeah, that is a. Okay, I see the 12 damage. Yeah. Oh wait, you get it again. I need to see this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take
Oh no, I accidentally clicked it earlier. I didn't actually use it because it wasn't even my turn.
No. But I'm seeing from your silenced pistol, it also says Colossus Slayer damage on there, so I want to see
Oh,
a bit more about it.
I do see what you're saying now.
Just to make sure, like, it's not something that you have to roll separately, if that includes it in automatically. I'm assuming it does, but I want to just double check here real quickly. No, so that automatically hit with it. So that 7,
Gotcha.
the 12 damage was the 5 normal piercing damage, and then the 7 Colossus Slayer damage. So that automatically included it. But
Got it.
good keeping on track of your character. You don't have your daggers anymore, so you
No,
can't.
but I have a light hammer.
Wait, you do?
I do have a light hammer.
It's throwing hammer.
That is a throwing hammer. Oh no!
No.
Getting high on the fact that this guy is also moving now that you've damaged him to the point where he's fallen to a knee just in time as you're throwing your hammer, and it just barely misses right above him. Unfortunately.
Dang it.
Adam. This guy looks like he's on the cusp of death. It is your turn.
Right. And he's facing Harlow, right?
Yes, he's facing Harlow.
I'm really hurting.
So if I zoom over here real quick, right behind him, and just grab his head and twist.
That is a bit more than a little dick twist.
You're gonna go for unarmed?
No, what would you rule for snapping someone's neck?
If he was just 1 point of health lower, I would allow it. But he's just above the threshold of allowance.
Damn. I can only do one action, so I'll just punch him upside his dumbass head.
Actually,
You're gonna give him a concussion.
Oh yeah,
give me 1 second here. I gotta think about something. If you want to use your bonus action to brace yourself, I will allow you to roll strength. Depending on the roll of your strength roll, will mean whether or not you have the ability to twist his neck all the way and break it, or if you'll only be able to, like, do an unarmed strike, more or less.
Well, the fact that you hesitated gave me some time to think about it, and I thought myself out of it. Because that's a lethal action, and I don't think Adam would actually go.
I was going to
for
say
a lethal
I
action.
wasn't going to say it, but yes, that would go against your ideals of not taking a life.
Yeah. But he has cybernetics grafted all over him, so a precise punch to probably an exposed cybernetic part. Like, would I be able to recognize a weak?
You, like I told Chaldidius, there are panels on the back of his armored vest that are opening up, revealing these internal cybernetics. If you want to make an aimed shot, I will allow you to make strength. I will allow you to make an attack roll at disadvantage, but you will do a little bit more damage to it.
Yeah, I will roll twice then.
Okay.
That's A dirty 20. Oh, god damn it, but a nat one.
Hey, buddy,
Yeah.
you still got that inspiration though.
Would I still be rolling at disadvantage?
You would be rolling at disadvantage again, but
Oh,
it is a
fuck.
second chance. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I already rolled another
Oh
one.
no!
So it was meant to be, and now I just wasted it.
As
That's what I get for succumbing to peer pressure.
Hey! I got some Coke here for you if you want to try it. You know.
Get out of here. Tell me what happens.
As you see this giant panel on his back lift up and begin. You see these internals as you go in for a punch. Immediately, like a vent of hot air whooshes out, and you just barely miss the mark, punching right above. I will still allow you to roll unarmed damage, but I'm going to half it. So what is your unarmed damage?
Well, the fist knuckles, does that count as unarmed?
I mean, oh yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that. We'll half that damage.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. God!
Right.
This is great.
I will let you know though, if no one else kills him, he is within neck snapping, the neck snapping allowance, I will say.
Well, it's too late.
But unfortunately, it falls upon him.
Here we go.
He is going to use all of his movement to bring himself back up from kneeling to standing. And as he does, I'll make a constitution save. If he fails, he'll fall prone and unconscious. But if he stays alive, if he doesn't fail, then we'll see what he does. We'll set the DC at a soft 15. No!
Oh. Dang. His roid
Everyone-
rage just wasn't strong
Yeah.
enough.
As like a thermal overload is overtaking his systems, Harlow, you would see him like for a moment stand up, and then he begins to like, everyone would watch as he wavers, and like it looks like he's about to bring his hammer back for a swing, and as he does, the hammer like begins to tip him backwards, and he just falls over, but sandwiched between both Harlow and Adam. That is his turn. Harlow, there is a man in front of you. His eyes are flickering, but you're not sure if that's because he's still conscious or if because he is in overload right now.
Kick him
I'm
in the
giving-
head.
I'm giving myself a stimmy.
Okay, go ahead and there should be
D8.
yeah, that's a D8.
Papa needs a stimmy.
Give me a stimmy. baby.
Oh, Papa needs his heat.
Papa needs a stimmy right now.
I now just imagine Harlow just being Sean Connery. Oh, you want to see my Red October? That's what I call my rust-covered car.
It's going to be a sharp shot, yeah.
And
As you jab yourself, you're like, I can't wait. And then as you're looking at the needle, you see that it expired 2 days ago.
I was gonna say you forgot to take the cap off the needle.
You heal yourself for 1 point.
all right.
Is there
I'm gonna
anything?
I'm gonna start stripping this guy of weapons and tech.
Okay. You begin looting him while his eyes are like flicking all about.
Yeah, he's not dangerous if we disarm him.
I will allow you to, if you would like, take his hammer away from him, since he's got it in a weak grasp and it was the cause of him falling over.
All right, yeah, I'll take it. I'm not keeping it. I don't want it. But I am
You're just
basically
like
making
you're
sure if
more or
he's not
less just
dead,
kicking it away from him.
yeah.
Okay, Chaldinius. From your network breach, you would see that this guy still has vitals. He's still alive. But you can also see from actually give me an investigation check, Chaldinius, if you wouldn't mind.
Investigation.
Damn. That's a nat
Nice.
20 right there. As you begin looking at his life signs, you realize that he's going into a psychosis shock. This is usually when someone's used too many implants all at once, and then they've been drained more or less of like enough blood where their system doesn't know what to do and begins overloading the senses. If you would like, you can take an action to try and like shut down some of the extra systems in his body to keep him alive. Or if you want to, you can let it run its course and eventually it will cause his brain to burn out. And he'll die from that.
Dear Lord,
do
say
we
it
have a-
more nonchalantly.
Do we have a background check on this guy? Is he like a regular like is there any
If you
any sort
want,
of systems?
you can take a turn to like to pull any like face scan IDs off of him and see what you can bring up on him.
It's gonna be too late by then. He's gonna be dead. I gotta
I
make
have
the
a good
executive
medicine.
decision. Well, could be a normal guy, but he's messing with the wrong thing. So I'm just gonna.
Tell
No,
me what
let him-
implants to take out.
No, I mean it's fine. I'm gonna let you live with this conscious. Yeah. So I'm just gonna let him.
Let him go into
Overload.
psycho. Go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him go into psychosis.
Okay. Is there anything else you would
Torture.
like to do with your turn?
Yeah, I would like to go up to him and recover my knife.
Okay. Yeah. You can see that like even though you guys have been shooting and throwing knives at him, as you go up to grab your knife from him, you can see that it was already beginning to remove itself as his body was trying to push it out and heal the wound.
Oh man, this
It's
guy's got
still-
some sensu beans and a half.
Give me a perception. Everyone in the area can give me a perception. check.
Perception.
17. Nice.
Oh no!
Not very
Hey,
perceptive.
Chaldinius
Oh,
goes
shit.
blind momentarily. Ah! This guy's so white. Oh no, my eyes.
I'm very sensitive to blood.
Yeah. His eyes auto shut down whenever it senses too much blood before him. The parental controls on the game are turned on.
Guys, come on. It's just the blunt smoke got in my eye.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't know
Harlow,
why y'all are freaking out.
Harlow and Ike, would you like to make perception checks or no? Oh damn. Nat 20 again.
Bad.
Out of combat, you're all rolling nat 20s. In combat, you guys are like, I just can't shoot him. I don't know what's going on.
It's that meme you sent.
This feels
Big-
like I'm playing with a bunch of me's. I love it. Everyone rolls
This is
so bad in my
exactly-
campaign.
This is exactly the meme that I posted the other day.
But yeah, everyone except for Chaldinius, you would see as Chaldinius is removing his dagger, the blood is much like it's coagulating already on the knife. It's much thicker than normal, but also you can see specks of like silver in there, as well as like a black liquid that's starting to like almost like when you put like syrup and water together, how they'll separate. You're beginning to see this black liquid also separating from his blood as it's coagulating on the knife.
I'm gonna give it a sniff.
Don't turn into a doom demon.
Give me. Actually, no. This will still be the same. You can. As you sniff the
Black
blood,
stuff.
it smells like. It smells heavily of copper. But
course,
there's
it's blood.
also also sniffing at the black stuff. It smells almost. It's a very faint smell. You would barely be able to pick it up, but it does smell of an ancient resource known as guzzling.
Guzzling. This guy's filled with oil. This guy's filled with petrol.
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 Calm down, you British
Guzzling.
bint.
Well, it's far in the future. What do you think we call it? Shit, man. Even my go-getter doesn't run on this stuff no more.
Harlow, would you like to make an investigation check? Or
I would. I'm
actually,
good at that. I would.
I would say it would be more of a history check.
I'm good at that too.
Okay, make a history check.
21.
You would know that some of the before 3200, most augmentations ran on energy sources of some sort. But if you got into the nitty gritty, low end aftermarket parts, and some still produced today, do run on natural resources, such as gasoline, petrol. Some will, like, if you get advanced enough into military grade stuff, the low end military grade, I don't know why I can't say that properly. Thank you, brain. The low end military grade augmentations or exoskeletons run on plasma, but most of like the street level stuff runs on gasoline or electricity if they hold an internal battery.
And I'll be relaying a lot of this information.
Okay.
What companies still produce this kind of thing? I don't see it much.
With that history check, you would know in the area of Neo Vegas, not a lot of places make exoskeletons anymore. They'll make internal augmentations, but you've been on the streets long enough that you know, especially as a merc, like if you can pay the import fees, there's a black market that deals with anything that will send stuff in. So this
guy's covered in junk.
More or less, like, this is kind of like Raider power armor from Fallout 4. It's kind of cobbled together from different pieces. Like, if you look long enough, you could probably see 2 to 5 different company logos on these. Most of them are probably bought out by different companies or non-existent at this point.
Makes sense.
That being said, Ike, as combat has now began to die down and people are crowding around this guy, what would you like to do?
I'd like to search this container and see if there's anything valuable in here for me.
In the red container?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You can see that most of these containers, like you recalling the battle up until this point, up until this guy came out of the yellow containers, you would know that most of these have been opened, or at least the doors were not locked together with like a padlock. Inside this one, give me 1 second here. /R1. You would find a bunch of this contains a bunch of food crates. Would you like to make an investigation check to see if you can find anything out of the way?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll me that investigation. Yeah. This looks like a bunch of synth vegetables. Synth vegetables aren't like, they're still like corn. It's just that they're grown in labs and like cloned from each other. But yeah, this is just a container full of synth vegetables, as far as you can tell. Um, as this guy begins to go into shock, Adam, give me an investigation check, Adam.
Investigation. Why is it gotta be that? There you go. 12.
Give me a
Better
history
than my
check.
4.
History.
Yeah.
And that one.
This guy begins to spasm, and you don't know what's going on. As at first it's just his eyes. As Chaldinius gets closer and as more time begins to go on, like now out of combat, time is starting to begin to move normally again as adrenaline is leaving your guys' body. As time goes on, this guy's like entire face, like his muscles begin to spasm, and then like his entire head begins to spasm. And then you watch as he like jerks up for a second and then falls back down on the ground and remains motionless.
Nice.
With that, combat has ended. Chaldinius, you would get life signs that the on your monitoring software, you would see that this guy's life signs are beginning to spike and drop and spike and drop, and then they just flatline.
Like, I have proficiency in medicine. Why wasn't I allowed to use medicine at all?
Oh, well.
Like, I'm the medic.
Shit.
Shouldn't I know what's going on?
I'll
It's a
allow
point of no
you.
return, my man.
All right.
I'll allow
that's
you to
fine.
make. No.
It was his
I'll
chips
allow
are
you to make a
down.
medicine check to try and see if you can resuscitate him into a stable condition.
He's still gonna be brain dead though. Like,
It's only been since
he's cooked. He's cooked. Never mind. He's
His
cooked.
tips are fried, man.
He's
Yeah,
cooked.
don't worry about it. He tried to kill us. Let
Let's
him just
not
go.
care about anything. Yeah. Cool.
You didn't kill him, to be fair.
Yeah.
Your party did, though.
No, it's whatever.
Sorry, I should have asked for a medicine check instead. I didn't think about that.
No, you're good, man.
But yeah. Now that combat is over, Chaldinius, you would see his like, you would have known already from the networking, from the network monitoring and everything, that like this guy was already he had over boosted everything in his body to the point where it wasn't sustainable for his heart, his mind, or anything. If he hadn't gone into a psychosis shock, you know that he would have not been the same, even if his brain remained functional. But with that, combat is over. What would you guys like to do?
We gotta find the goods. We're here to get some on the truck, right?
Hold on to the big ass hammer.
Yes. Chaldinius, you're still plugged into the network, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would see that the current time, it's only been about 10 minutes since you guys arrived in time that's elapsed. So you still have about 50 minutes until the truck is going to be here for pickup. You would also know that given the amount of time, if Chowden tells you that there's about 50 minutes left until the truck comes, that would be enough time for each of you to search all of the containers here if you all split up.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Each of you
Let's
go ahead and
do it.
each of you go ahead and drag your tokens to the containers you want to check, and we'll roll dice on what's in them or what you see. Okay. I'm gonna do Harlow. I'm gonna more or less go in the same order that you guys had initiative in. Harlow, go ahead and give me an investigation check in that container, please.
All right. Damn it. That was almost awesome.
As you open the container and like look inside, you would notice that this is just like a bunch of clothes.
Finally, he can change his outfit.
I like my cut.
Yeah, these don't seem like high-end clothes either. Like, there doesn't seem to be a reason why anyone would be shipping this here. It seems a bit suspicious. If you would like to, I will get back to you and let you reinvestigate, or if you want to switch to a different container, you can.
I'll reinvestigate, but these could just be all closed for Mart Wall.
Okay. Yeah. I had a proper name for that company. I'll need to go back to my old campaign and see what the name was for the new Walmart, more or less.
And afterwards, we'll go to McDaniel's.
Yeah. Burger King.
And after that, it'll end up at Will Good.
Oh.
Give me 1 second here. I need to lower you down. Chowdinius, go ahead and give me an investigation check as well, please. With an 18. Okay, as you open that container, you would see inside the same thing. Like, it just looks like a bunch of scrap is like thrown about in here, but you could barely make out a box that's hidden underneath all this scrap. As you go to uncover it, you would notice that these are like almost military grade weapons. Like, these are, you wouldn't be able to carry these things on the streets. Like, this would be stuff that you would have to get special permits for. Most times only companies can afford to get those permits on a big scale. So these weapons are technically illegal. But you
Only technically.
if you want to, you can spend some time trying to drag that out into the open. I go ahead and give me an investigation check as well, please. Damn. Okay. As you open this up, you seem to have hit the jackpot. This container is full of a bunch of really rare, like gold manufactured augmentations and military grade augmentations that are like this container is full of boxes, and each one that you open up seems to be filled with like different types of arms, different types of legs, a few exoskeletons that seem to be like antiques at this point, but have been polished up nicely. It looks like this entire container is like completely filled to the brim with them. Adam, give me one investigation check, please, for that container. Oh. As you're going through this container, it's on the smaller side. You see like a small box of grenades that don't seem to be compliant in any laws that you have that are up to date. So these, it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but that might be the loot. Everyone choose a new box, please, and I will mark off those boxes.
Well, but I want an exoskeleton for myself.
I'm staying in this one. It's suspect.
Okay. I'm gonna mark that. This is my special container right here. Ooh, boy. All right. We're going to start again from the top. Harlow, go ahead and give me another investigation check, please.
Investigation. Even worse. You know what? I'm
Harlow-
going to use my inspiration for this.
Okay, yeah, I'll say this. Since everyone did a good job in combat, you all get another round of inspiration. Nice job. Harlow,
Wait,
as you're...
actually, yeah, no, shit, I forgot I used it. I'm sorry.
No, it's perfectly fine, because I was going to, after combat, give everyone inspiration for the combat in general, and how well you guys played as a team. Like, you guys all fit your roles really well there.
Yay!
Some roles I looked over. Sorry about that, Adam. Harlow, as you're like puzzled of like, why is this full of like random clothes? You see a metallic speck, and as you go in to look, and like you begin uncovering this giant box. This box is full of you in your line of work would know that this is a robot drone. Actually, that's kind of contradictory, but yeah, it's a robotic vehicle that is in the shape of like a miniature tank that's fully functional but is taken apart. You know that this is definitely illegal, except for like really rare occasions. This would not be permitted anywhere.
Wait, what does this actually do that other drones don't?
You would just by looking at the serial numbers, you would know that this is a military drone that has automatic firing capabilities. But you would also see, as you're like looking through the box, you would see that this is a large and mortar scale. It has a mortar scale cannon on it.
All right, I'm taking this box out, and before the people get here, I'm going to very quickly throw this in my van.
You're gonna drag the drone with you to your car?
I'm dragging the drone out to my van and putting it in the van, yes.
Okay, that is going to take you like a good 5 to 10 minutes to do that.
That is okay. That is more time than I need.
Okay. Chowdinius, give me another investigation check, please.
Yeah. What?
Take your time.
Investigation. Did that work? Or let me do it again.
Do it again.
There we go.
Oh,
There we
there
go.
we go. Yep.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, as you throw open the doors to this container, you notice that there's not a whole lot in here. There's some old computer parts, but none of it looks suspect to you. I will also say that as you're looking at some of these computers, you feel like they might be hiding something, but you're not sure what. If you want, you can do another investigation check there. But
Yeah, I want to do it.
okay, we'll get just stay in that container the next time that everyone does their look-see.
Okay.
Ike, are you going for the one on top, or are you going for the orange container below it?
The one on top.
Okay. You don't even need a roll investigation for this. As you open the doors of the container, you can see that there's nothing. Like, this is just an empty walkway. It seems like this was just made as a hiding ambush spot. You can see there's like a few rounds of ammunition that can fit your pistol. There's actually a sniper rifle you can take if you want. That was hoisted up here with a few rounds as well for that. But other than that, there's not a whole lot in here. There's also a dry rat, an MRE, and a bottle of water next to it.
It will take the rounds from my pistol and the sniper and its rounds.
Okay. Adam, did you want to investigate another container, or are you just going to wait in the car?
What are we looking for?
You're looking for the goods that you were hired to get from here. You know that this job would, you would remember.
Right, what are those goods, though?
Just imported goods from out of the city. They were imported by a spaceship. It could be anything from military grade equipment to just regular hacking stuff, but more or less, you guys were hired to grab the high value stuff, anything that looked like it could be worth a lot of money. And then
Sure.
Selena ordered her truck to come here, and there's going to be a few guys who would grab the stuff. You know from previous operations that you've done with Hard Deck that more or less what it's going to be is a few days later you're going to get a giant paycheck depending on how much of it Hard Deck was able to fence, and then whatever's left you guys will be able to keep.
Okay. I just didn't remember if we were looking for something specific.
No, it was more or less just a, hey, there's interesting comm chat. And 18, as you open this container, you would see a bunch of antique droids. Give me a perception check, please.
Gosh darn.
Since I'm 100% stealing a drone.
As you're looking through these, these are like autonomous robots, like C-3PO instead of R2-D2. As you're looking through these different bodies, you see one that is eerily reminiscent of you. It has the same faceplate, but the body structure, like the joints and everything, seem to be a lot bigger and bulkier.
Oh, is this one of my later, like my younger siblings? Because I'm A in the alpha numeric code.
You would know that the next generation, the generation after you, the beta types, they were more or less perfecting your design, and then after that there was 3 different lines that split off. There is military grade, industrial grade, and then police grade. This looks like an industrial grade from the 3rd generation of your kind, of your specific manufacturer. Everyone can choose a new container if you would like.
All right.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is something. I'm not sure if this is something I should give him though.
You Adam, you would know that usually with these kinds of jobs, if you put in a word with Hard Deck, usually he'll try to reserve the objects for you, but most of the time he's getting paid for something, and then the rest of the stuff is just stuff that he can line his pockets with.
Right.
So
I thought everything extra we could keep for ourselves.
Yeah. Like anything that he doesn't, that he's not specifically contracted to grab from here,
Okay.
you guys are going to be able to keep for your, like, you'll be able to, more or less, you'll be able to pick the cream of the crop. But he needs some time to go through everything and catalog it and then see what his employer who gave him the job was looking for.
He and I are gonna have problems if one of my siblings is cataloged.
Cataloged and kept or cataloged and sold?
I
mean, you could buy
up for debate. Yeah, I might have to buy him if that's the case. I can't have him being sold to anybody else.
I would like to imagine that Harlow just has a blanket in the back of this. Like, I imagine a 70s Woody. And then he's just got this, like, as you guys are leaving the mission area, the back suspension is ruined because of all the stuff you guys are hoarding for yourselves. And he's just like, yeah, no, we didn't see anything that we wanted there. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Stuff is missing? Those guys must have taken it, you know. They seemed like thieves.
It looks like they fenced it all already.
You know how criminals are.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Those guys must have been real street pushers, you know.
We can help him smuggle him out. Smuggle your sibling out.
Okay,
Hard Deck. I've worked with Hard Deck for a while, so I'll
One mission.
see what he has to say. Al and I have established we have a history.
Hard Deck has worked with Adam intermittently, but for a long while. You wouldn't, unless Adam tells you in his own time, like you guys wouldn't know how long Adam's worked with him. But like from the previous glances and everything, it seems like Adam's been a regular at that bar for a while. We're gonna go from the top of the list again. Give me an investigation, please, Carlo.
Arlo will do justice for you. Oh, no, I don't see shit.
I
You
mean-
can also mark off that other crate too that I searched originally that just had the food in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I got you.
Thank you for reminding me.
I just thought about that.
Oh, that's
Carlo,
sick.
as you open the doors to this container, you realize that this is a container that's been like more or less cut in half, and then another container put on top of that. Inside of this area, there's not a lot of usable stuff, but you do see a burnt out what looks like a burnt out server rack that's still smoking, and like occasional like error bleeps.
All right, now who went and done fried all the electronics?
Would you like to make another investigation check to see if you can determine the source of the fried out computer bank?
You know what? I in fact would, because
Okay.
that is interesting. Yeah, this time it was pretty dang good.
You looking at the different colors and the different brand names would be able to tie most of the names that are plugged onto these servers from different augmentations that Banhammer seemed to be wearing. Putting two and two together, you would realize that these servers were probably helping him keep most of that activity out of his brain. And at some point, the servers overloaded and his brain began to handle most of the function.
Does this seem to all be coming from like a relatively similar manufacturer?
Um,
Like, does this guy seem like the kind of guy who would like simp for a specific?
no.
It's all antique, isn't it?
With that investigation check, yeah, all this stuff is from. It just seems to be from out of date manufacturers or manufacturers who haven't existed for a long while at this point.
Right, but like, does he seem to have an obsession with a particular?
No. With your investigation check, like each of the implants that he had seemed to be different companies. It didn't seem like he had an affiliation with one over the others. It just seemed like whatever he got his hands on, that's what he got his hands on. And then he cobblepotted them together to get himself an exoskeleton that he grafted onto himself.
So he's just whatever he could get.
Yeah, yeah, at this point he seems more of a scrapper than anything. Like anyone with a junkyard would be able to eventually make the same exoskeleton that he made. It's just maybe he got his parts from a specific junkyard or something. Who knows?
Fair.
Chaldinius, go ahead and give me an investigation, please.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh. As you're looking through this container once more, you realize that there are some medical things in here as well. Like there's a bunch of stim pouches in here. Stim pouches are like 5 stim packs all bundled together in a militarized a military grade like side pack that you can holster to your leg. But there's a lot of those. As you're looking through them, you realize that some of these are off color or different color than the rest of the stim packs in here.
Okay.
Give me a second. Sorry, I was taking a drink of water. Specifically, there's one stim pouch with a bunch of green stems, and one stim pouch with 5 blue stems that seem to be peculiar. But in no area do you see, like, you don't see like a stim corp whatever label. There's no labels on any of these. It seems like they've already been. If you could find a shipping manifesto, you might be able to see what these were. But yeah, these 2 pouches, one of green and one of blue, seem different than the rest of them.
Okay. Can I? So there are regular stim packs too, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of regular stim packs in there as well. In total, there's 210 stim pouches, 210 stim packs altogether in this entire container. 5 of those are green, 5 of those are blue, and the rest are just the normal red stim pack.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Can I take a few of those regular stim packs and then equip them, or have them in my acquire them?
Yeah. Do you have like
'Cause I don't think I have any healing.
Do you have like any bags or anything, or no?
Do I have any bags?
Yeah. Do you like have a
No,
a messenger
I just have
bag, or
I
you
just
just
have
have
a
holster?
cargo pants. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You would be able to fit 2 stim pouches in each pant leg. So each stim pouch is 5 stim packs. So in total, you'd be able to have 20 stim packs in your normal in your cargo pant legs, in your cargo leg pockets, but the rest you would have to carry by hand if you want to carry them out.
Okay, well, I wanna get the 20.
Okay.
And then I want to notify, my squad mates about all the extras.
Okay.
And, man, so, yeah, and I'd want to grab the 2 unknowns.
Okay. The
I wanna
green and
grab
the
the 2
blues.
unknowns. Yeah, just in my hands. And
So you're gonna
then-
have 4 regular stim pouches and then the green and the blue ones in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go. Can I move after this, or this is basically it?
After we get done with Ike and Adam's next check, then the final containers will be checked, because you guys only have 2 more containers left: the green one and the orange one at the top.
Okay.
Ike, go ahead and make me an investigation check, please. Nice. As you're looking through this, you begin to spot this at first looks like as you open the doors, it looks like a junkyard heap of just random computer parts. As you begin almost wading yourself through this giant pile, as if you're going through heavy mud, you start realizing that a lot of these computer parts are junk. But every once in a while, you'll spot a military grade thumb drive, or military a mercenary grade laptop or something like that. It's just a bunch of computer parts together, but you do seem to have hit a majority of them seem to be high end or high grade computer parts in here.
I would like to acquire the USB drives and one of the military grade laptops.
Okay, roll me another 1d20, just straight 1d20, no modifier to it. Okay, you grab 13. You spot 13. As you're waiting yourself back out after looking at most of this stuff, you grab a laptop that seems to be pretty good quality, and then you find 10 more thumb drives that you just, I'm assuming you stick to your pockets. You stick in your pockets.
Yep.
Stick to your pockets. You just duct tape them and just. There we go.
Listen, I got pockets all over my body.
Cargo, everything.
I've got a cargo haircut.
There's pouches in my hair.
There's a pouch in my beard. Ooh. Adam, go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Okay.
Ad-
listen.
Adam, as you open this container, you notice that there's a lot of oh goodness, brain, what are we doing? There's a lot of augmentations in this. In like the last container contained full robotic bodies. This seems to contain a lot of robotic body parts.
Oh, good.
Give me one more investigation check, please.
This is like, to y'all, it's just like a warehouse scene, but to Adam, it's kind of like a horror scene. There's body parts strewn everywhere. I'm kidding. 11 though.
Adam, you see, as you're looking through these parts, like you're trying to catalog what might fit your joints, you do see that there is a there does seem to be like a head mount, like a not a head mount. Oh my goodness, brain, what are we doing? Oh, I need to drink more coffee on Sunday. You do see a head that you think would be able to fit your head mount socket. It instead of a flat featureless face, it seems to have a large in the central part of this faceplate seems to be a large like visor mount almost. That seems to be like the rest of the faceplate seems to be even, and then there's this circle where this red lens seems to be sticking out by about 3 inches or so.
Okay.
You don't know what it does. You can make any inferences you want to, but you looking at the dimensions of the way that it would plug in, you think it might be able to fit into your chassis.
You think I'm gonna swap heads?
Maybe. Listen, Cyberpunk is all about upgrading, baby. That's all I'm saying. There are 3 containers left. If so one of you guys is going to be investigating with someone else. I will leave that to your discretion on who investigates with who. But there are 3 containers left. The green one at the top, the orange container, as well as the red container.
I'll let y'all investigator.
Well, I mean, you might want to
Adam needs a
investigate
nap.
because I wanted to go and scan our cybernetic buddy if he's got any
I've only got a
Manifest.
+1. Like, investigate stuff isn't my strong suit.
Actually, Adam, I know this isn't your strong suit. I'm going to have you give me an investigation check. No. Give me just a straight intelligence roll or wisdom roll. Whichever one is better for you.
Wisdom. This is 21.
You would know that even though it seems like you guys have been like rummaging through these for a long while, like at first when you leave that last container, it feels like, oh, they might be here any second. You're realizing you still have about 30 minutes until they get here. Only 20 minutes have elapsed since you guys have started looking through these containers.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
We're,
If you
we're
don't
in a
know-
time loop, guys.
If you don't know, now you know. You know.
Okay.
No wonder why it feels like time isn't passing.
Whoa. Okay, I just got really trippy in the head for a second. Yeah, Harlow and Chaldinius, if you want to check out wherever you want to check out, just let me know.
Well, I kind of wanted I kind of wanted to check our dead buddy over there if I can scan him for a manifest, just find out what these.
Oh, geez, it really would have been easy to ask him these questions.
Oh no!
Don't listen.
Kill him
Listen, you
first.
don't have to do
Ask
this.
questions later.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
What
good
a
old
man.
murder hobo
Everything's
route.
everything's on
Hammer out.
hard drives. Okay, everything's on hard drives.
Do you want to
We
like
recovered.
remote hack him from where you are, or do you want to like hardwire into him?
I want to hardwire into him. It sounds more.
It sounds cooler.
Yeah, it sounds cooler.
I agree. Okay, go ahead and move your character up in there. Harlow, did you want to? Did you want to go? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have before Harlow goes, I'm going to have Chowdinius. Chowdinius, what does it look like when you're hacking into some? When you're like when you're hardwiring into something, into someone?
Well, usually they have different ports, like maybe around their neck or wrist. But I use a wire coming from my wrist
Okay.
to wherever his jack point is, probably
Okay.
behind the neck.
I'm going to have you since you're already networked into the since you're already in the network of this the general like wireless network around this area, you're going to have a bonus for this that I will not specify. I'm going to have you, however, roll me a straight intelligence an intelligence check. I don't know. I was going to say a straight intelligence check, as opposed to the homo intelligence check.
Not very intelligent.
With your bonus from already being hacked in with the wireless area, you barely are able to like get a few traces of memories left in him as you're sifting through them. Make me a perception check, please. As you're looking through his the few files that you could grab before like the drives in his brain the drives in his body more or less died out, the few pieces of information you're able to grab can't really reveal much to you. You do see a manifesto for something, but as you begin looking through it, you're realizing that this shipping manifest that you're looking at has nothing of the sort that you've heard from your teammates of what's in these crates. Like it seems to be from a completely different job. Other than that, like you can see a few like almost like stock image, like a stop motion video, like bits and pieces of memories you're able to like see images of, but most of those seem incoherent or not matching together with the moment you're trying to be in. More or less, you can't find a shipping manifest for the job you're on right now.
Darn. I'm just gonna have to inject these into somebody. Find out.
Harlow, go ahead and give me an investigation check, please. Oh no, Harlow. Harlow, as you open this, like having been on a hot streak of like pretty juicy stuff so far, you're like, yeah, throw open the doors of this container and there's just nothing in here. There's a box in the back. As you go to look at it, it seems to be filled with just random papers. As you look over the papers, nothing seems important on them. It just seems like random notes from some lab that you can't make sense of really. Like you're able to pick a few words off here and there of like, I know what that means. But it's usually like like any major science discovery, it seems like they're using a lot of flowery language to describe a little of nothing, more or less. Ike, go ahead and roll me an investigation, please. Ike, as you begin looking through this container, it's a lot smaller than the other ones. In this container, you see like a few boxes of grenades. You can't, from the markings of them, you've not seen them before. You can't recognize them. Some of the boxes feel heavier than other ones, but you can mark this down. Like, you're able to get the gist that most of the boxes in this container are full of grenades. But yeah, each box that you open seems to be different kinds of grenades as you're looking at them. Adam, I'm going to have you roll me an investigation check one last time, please. Oh no.
Not the best, not the worst.
Oh. Adam, as you open this container and begin like rummaging through, you realize that this is just full of a bunch of it seems like it's full of like large heavy cylinders. You're 1,000 years old. You would know what barrels of fuel look like. You don't know what this fuel is because you don't have a manifest of it, but these seem to be fuel of some sort. You're just not sure what.
Oh, this is the blowy uppy container.
Yeah, you know that if Harlow had not stepped on the brakes a little bit sooner, you would have gone flying into an exploding container.
Yeah. Or if the fight had gone over here at all.
Yeah, if Banhammer had gone over here, it might not have ended so well for Banhammer. That was a horrible X. What am I doing? Oh boy.
Oh, can I pick up Banhammer? No one's picked that up yet, right?
Has anyone picked up the hammer yet?
Because I want it. Call dibs.
I believe Harlow had it last. He said he didn't want it though.
You're muted.
Sorry, I just kind of kicked it to the side.
Okay, yeah.
I always hear him talking in his room, but not in
but
chat,
never,
and it's
never
hilarious.
I used to love
I mean,
that.
I can pick it up for you since I'm right here. Hand it to you. I can leave it on the ground. That's fine too.
Well, either way, I'm making it easier for you. No need to come. Thank you for your hammer.
Harlow, you're an ex-merc. If you would like, I can have you can roll an insight check to see if you could guess how much value is in the containers that you've seen so far.
Ooh, what would you like me to roll?
An insight, please. And you're trying to find work as a mercenary, right?
I have no fucking clue.
That is not yours.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
You can.
Single idea.
Okay. Harlow, you try to start going through the numbers, and then eventually you just come to the same conclusion over the 4 times that you try it of just a lot of money.
I don't know, guys. This is a lot of money.
Ike, you can try and roll an insight as well to try and see if you can guesstimate how much value would be here overall.
Insight's one of my specialties. Could I roll too?
Yeah, you have a yeah, I'll allow you to roll as well.
It doesn't mean shit.
But Ike, you can roll insight as well if you would like. Oh boy.
I have a +6 too. Like,
I know.
come on.
Ike, you get a better guesstimation of, you think this is upwards of any like all the from everything that you guys have like shared over the comms network. You get an estimation value of, at minimum, if you were selling this to like street peddlers, you might be able to get like 200,000 minimum credits. Adam, you going through your head and like market values and all of that stuff, because I imagine a robot just has the free time to do that. You would also estimate that, yeah, if you were lowballing it, you could probably sell in bulk all of this for 200,000. If you were to sell the individual pieces to collectors, you're guessing, if you're lucky, you could hit 1 million credits, maybe more.
Okay. Yeah, I've been around a while. I've got a lot of time to spitball market projections.
Yeah. But that would be like if every piece of every if every item that was like even a little bit collector's worthy was able to be was able to be sold to a collector that wanted it really badly.
Right.
But yeah, lowballing 250,000 credits upwards to of 1 million credits, if not more. But yeah, as you guys like finish investigating all of the trunks, and I'm assuming Chowdinius, that you're like marking on like a little on like your camera feed, like you're marking each container as like, this one's important, this one has some good stuff, or like, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. Totally doing that.
You might also just be, I mean, at the end of combat, you did realize that you were like starting to get off of your high, so you might also just be like, you know what, screw that, that's those guys' job, I'm just here to be myself.
Well, I just figured that every one of we opened, it's been highlighted and can be fed back to everybody's maybe like a heads up display if everybody's got it.
Is there anything else anyone else wants to do on this map?
Yes, I am here to get stim packs as well.
Okay. Yeah, you would be able to carry four of the stim pouches, so a total of 20 stim packs. I'll add those to your character sheets next time, including yours, Harlow's. So next session you can have those in your character sheet, and then you can sell those to about anyone. Everyone needs a stim pack once in a while, even if they're not using it for health. It also comes with a nice benefit of just not being able to feel pain and numbing the senses, more or less. So yeah, everyone, like, it's kind of the go-to drug for like, hey, I don't want to pay for premium, I just want to numb my senses and flow through the rest of the day. Stim packs are like 10 credits each.
Also, I'd like to collect my daggers.
Okay, yeah. I assume that after combat, Chowdinius and Ike, I'm just auto-assuming that you guys are collecting your daggers as soon as combat finishes.
I wasn't sure if you were or not, so I just wanted to make it clear that I was grabbing them and my hammer, so...
Got it, yeah. The hammer is something...
No, I can't throw nothing.
The hammer is something to remind me on, but the daggers, I just assume kind of like if you're playing like Call of Duty. It's just something that you just auto pick up as you walk in. Adam, is there anything else you would like to do in this area?
I'm mostly worried about that body, and I'm trying to see if it's actually operable at all, and if if it's stable to get working, or if it'll short if I try to fuck with it. I'm not the best with machinery.
The industrial grade sedum.
Industrial grade what?
Sedum. You're Adam. The next class after you was
Oh.
Bedom, and then the class afterwards was Sedom, Edom, and Dedom.
Okay.
Sedum are they're mostly used for construction and industrial, like heavy lift jobs, but you could try and investigate it. Yeah. I will have you roll me a investigation check for that as well. Actually, no. The investigation check is fine. Yeah.
13.
You realize that it doesn't like it doesn't seem like it's been disrepaired beyond operation. You're pretty sure this could get operable again, yeah.
Okay. Other than
You're
that,
also
I'm
you're
good.
also not a programming expert, so you like unless you got hard deck or Chaldinius to like hardwire in and see if there's any software on there, you don't know what it would take to get this body up and running. But like giving a detailed analysis, surface scan, um, structural scan, all that stuff, you can see that this body seems perfectly functional. It just doesn't seem to be working right now for whatever reason.
Gotcha.
Harlow, is there anything else you want to do in this area?
Not currently here.
Okay. Chowdinius?
Spark up another blunt and let's go.
As
Light it up.
like as Chowdinius like lights it up, and then Ike's like, "Hey, give me a hit of that," and maybe he passes or maybe he doesn't. Who knows? You would all see like bright headlights beginning to turn as a heavy truck begins to pull in here, and like four like heavy built guys. They almost look like the bouncer from the bar. They almost look like they could be his brothers as they all hop off, and they're just like begin like getting stuff from these crates. Adam, you would recognize these guys as Selena's heavy lifters. These are the kind of the guys who, if there's something that needs to be salvaged from a giant battle, or if they need to do any pickup, these are the guys to do it. You've seen them a bunch of times before.
Gotcha.
As they come, like one of the guys might like walk up to you guys and be like, "Hey, you know, if you guys are all done, we need this area. We need to get this stuff moving as quick as possible."
All right, you get to moving it. We are out of here then.
Okay. So, from what I know, out of this, I have written down, Chowdinius, you have 5 green stim packs, 5 blue stim packs, and 20 regular stim packs. Adam, you didn't salvage you didn't take anything from the containers, right?
No.
Okay. And then I have for you, Ike Talon, I have 20 stim packs. Did you take anything else or no?
I took a sniper.
Oh yes, that's right. The sniper and the rounds for the there was 10 rounds for the sniper as well as 20 rounds for your regular pistol. Was there
Right.
anything?
And then I acquired that laptop with like what was it?
Oh yes,
8 or
laptop,
9 flash drives.
laptop, and 10 flash drives. That's right. And then Harlow, I have you written down as taking 1 combat droid, disassembled.
Yes.
Oh. Don't forget my exoskeleton suit.
Wait, where did you get an exoskeleton?
Wasn't there exoskeletons in the green container I searched?
Oh, that's right. They're a bit bulky, but yeah, if you want to drag one off with you, you could drag one off into the car. Harlow, was there anything else?
On top with Adam.
Harlow, was there anything else you wanted to take?
Not currently.
Okay, and then Adam, I have you down as having taken the hammer. Did you also want to take your the CDOM unit or no? Were you just gonna talk to Hard Deck about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to him about that
Okay.
first.
Yeah, as these guys give you like the all clear, and they seem to be waiting for you guys to make it to the car. Once you do, like they begin going into each of the containers and like taking stuff out. Maybe a time lapse plays as they begin like taking the stuff out, but they're like walking over the bodies. At some point, one of the person that Harlow had threatened, like stay down or I'll finish you too. Eventually, at some point, like he gets up and he just scampers out of there, like running away as if he had pissed his pants. As the camera,
He's crying
like
as he's running.
as you guys are in the car, like maybe you're all like smoking on the blunt that Chaldenius had lit up. Like a time lapse plays, and eventually it shows the car moving away. And as it does, the camera goes back to Banhammer and like focuses on his body before like the camera would show as the outro for the song is playing, the outro song is playing, the credits begin growing above the screen. The camera would show like the sun coming over the dockyard, and like time would seem to begin to slow before the rumbling of a muscle car is heard, and the camera would look up to see this green Plymouth Hemicuda, a replica of the original 1970 green Plymouth Hemicuda, as the main door opens up and a man like gets out, puts a mask on, and looks over the scene, and another guy like opens the passenger door and gets out as well. And there would be like the distinct chatter of like encrypted radio signals before the guy who got out of the passenger car just punches one of the containers, and it like shifts ever so slightly, blood and oil leaking down his fist as the screen begins to fade to black. And with that, we end our session. Next week we'll begin with a debrief of everyone going back to the bar, and then from there the next session will happen. But you guys did really well, and I'm realizing I probably should have made the boss a little bit harder to hit and not so hard hitting. Although
Yeah,
he didn't
get pretty hard though.
he didn't
No,
get
that
many
was
chances.
That was a rough fight. That was good.